Leonardo DiCaprio has a love life shrouded in mystery, a puzzle that's fascinated fans and critics alike for decades. For years, one pattern seemed unbreakable. His relationships ended the moment his girlfriends turned 25. It became so consistent that the internet dubbed it the DiCaprio curse, a chilling trend that left everyone speculating about its cause. But in 2025, everything changed. His current girlfriend, Vittoria Ceretti, is 26, and they're still together. The truth behind DiCaprio's love life is more shocking and more revealing than anyone could have guessed. The story begins in the early 2000s with Gisele Bündchen, the supermodel who captured Leonardo DiCaprio's heart after his meteoric rise with Titanic. In 1997, Titanic became a cultural phenomenon, grossing over $2 billion and making DiCaprio a global heartthrob at just 23 years old. By the year 2000, when he met Gisele, he was already a household name, celebrated for his emotional performances in films like Romeo plus Juliet and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Gisele, then 20, was a rising star in the fashion world, often credited with bringing back the sexy model look after the waifish trends of the 90s. They met at a fashion event in New York City, a glittering affair where the elite of fashion and Hollywood mingled under bright lights. Their connection was instant, and soon they became the golden couple of the era. They were photographed on red carpets, like at the 2005 Academy Awards, where Gisele wore a stunning white Dior gown and DiCaprio looked dashing in a tuxedo. They vacationed in Hawaii, where paparazzi snapped them holding hands on the beach, and attended charity galas for environmental causes, a passion DiCaprio was already deeply involved in. Gisele later wrote in her 2018 memoir, Lessons, My Path to a Meaningful Life, that DiCaprio was her first love, a man who swept her off her feet with his charm and intellect. But in 2005, when Gisele turned 25, the fairy tale ended abruptly. The breakup came without warning. No public fights or cheating scandals, just a quiet split. Gisele later hinted that she felt lost in the relationship, struggling with anxiety and needing to focus on herself, to find her own path after years of being part of a high-profile couple. The timing was eerie, as she was exactly 25. This breakup wasn't just the end of a romance, it was the beginning of a pattern, a curse that would haunt his love life for decades. The pattern continued with Bar Refaeli, a stunning Israeli model who entered DiCaprio's life in 2005, just months after his split with Gisele. Bar was 20 when they met at a Las Vegas party hosted by U2's Bono, an event packed with celebrities and pulsating with energy. Bar, with her striking blonde hair and blue eyes, caught DiCaprio's attention immediately, and their romance took off. It was a whirlwind relationship, often described as on again, off again, filled with passion but also turbulence. They were photographed on luxurious yacht trips in the Mediterranean, diving into crystal-clear waters off the coast of Greece, and sharing intimate dinners in Los Angeles at upscale restaurants like Nobu. But there were also tense moments where Bar stormed off, visibly upset. Despite the ups and downs, they lasted 6 years, a significant stretch for DiCaprio. But by 2011, when Bar turned 27, their relationship ended. The breakup was understated, with no public drama. Bar later told El Israel that they had grown apart, both focusing on their careers. She went on to marry an Israeli businessman in 2015 and have 3 children, while DiCaprio remained single. The timing of their split, just 2 years past the 25-year mark, was close enough to fuel whispers of a pattern, a strange consistency in his romantic life that fans couldn't ignore. The pattern became undeniable with Camilla Morrone, who entered DiCaprio's life in 2017. At 20 years old, Camilla was 23 years his junior, a rising actress known for her role in Death Wish alongside Bruce Willis. They met through mutual friends. Camilla's stepfather, Al Pacino, had worked with DiCaprio on Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Their romance blossomed quickly, and they became inseparable. They vacationed in Italy, spotted kissing on a yacht in Capri, the sun setting behind them in a picture-perfect moment. They attended high-profile events together, like the 2020 Oscars, where DiCaprio brought Camilla as his date. A rare public gesture for a man who often kept his relationships private. We, the fans, were hopeful this time. Camilla seemed different, grounded, ambitious, and deeply in love. She spoke glowingly of DiCaprio in a 2019 interview with the Los Angeles Times, calling him the kindest man she'd ever met and defending their age gap, saying, "I just don't care what people think." But as her 25th birthday approached in June 2022, the tension grew and the curse struck again. In August 2022, just 2 months after she turned 25, they called it quits. The breakup was quiet, with no official statement from either side. Camilla later told Vogue in 2023 that she was focusing on her career, starring in Daisy Jones and the Six, a hit series on Amazon Prime. But the timing was unmistakable. 3 relationships, Giselle at 25, Barr at 27, Camilla at 25, all ending around the same age. It wasn't a coincidence anymore, it was a curse, a pattern that seemed to control his every move in love. But what was driving it? Leonardo DiCaprio's was known for his method acting, pushing himself to extremes for his craft. For The Revenant, in 2015, he endured frostbite in sub-zero temperatures to portray a frontiersman, earning a long overdue Oscar. For The Aviator in 2004, he starved himself to embody Howard Hughes' descent into madness. This intensity spills into his personal life, insiders say. Close friends hint at inner demons, possibly rooted in his childhood, his parents' divorce when he was just 1 year old. George DiCaprio, his father, was a comic book artist while his mother, Ermeline, worked as a legal secretary. They split early, and Leonardo was raised by his mother in a rough part of Los Angeles, surrounded by drugs and crime. He's spoken about seeing addiction outside his window as a kid, experiences that shaped his resilience but left scars. That early loss might have made him guarded, afraid to commit fully. Psychologists suggest an avoidant attachment style, where he pulls away when a relationship gets too deep. Fame after Titanic worsened it. Teenage fans and relentless media turned him into a global icon at 22, stripping his privacy. In a 2010 Rolling Stone interview, he admitted fame felt suffocating. The 25-year cutoff might be his way to stay in control, avoiding vulnerability, and as a result, this psychological toll could be the curse's root. Hollywood may share the blame. In his youth, DiCaprio partied at the Playboy Mansion with Hugh Hefner and friends like Tobey Maguire, part of the Pussy Posse in the 90s. Paparazzi caught him leaving clubs at 4 a.m., always with a model on his arm. Insiders whisper of pressure to maintain that Playboy image, a pact to stay single, preserving his mystique. Every breakup at 25 fits this narrative, suggesting an industry curse. The turning point came with Camilla Morrone. Their 5-year romance ended in 2022 at 25, with reports of DiCaprio begging her to stay, a rare vulnerability. Was this his realization of the curse's power? Then came Vittoria Ceretti in 2023, meeting at an Ibiza party when she was 25. Now 26 in 2025, they're still together, defying the pattern. Photos show them laughing in Malibu, dining in Milan, and attending the 2024 Met Gala. Vittoria's success with Chanel and Versace adds maturity, possibly shifting their dynamic. Some say he's seeking therapy to break the curse, others that her independence helps. At 50, DiCaprio is unmarried, prioritizing his career and environmental work with his 1998 foundation. This vow might have become a curse, the 25 limit protecting his focus. With Vittoria, he's happier, but the curse lingers. Can he escape it? This story reflects fame's pressures, childhood scars, and choice. The hidden truth is a mix of pain and possibility. With Vittoria, a turning point emerges. What do you think? Can he break the curse? Like if you believe he deserves to, comment your thoughts, subscribe for more, and join us next time for Brad Pitt's near-destruction scandal.